Hi everyone, welcome back to Koya Plans and Crates. Today I'm going to show you how I created this vision board. I'm going to recreate it and give you some tips on what to do when you start staring at a blank page and some steps to take. So let's get started. So first, let me give you what we're going to talk about in the video. First of all, where to start. Next, choosing areas to focus on, things like work, health, goals, etc. Then adding quotes that inspire you. After, you're going to find images that relate to what you want. And then you're going to refine your vision board by adding words, goals, and details. So our first step is to create a blank page in whatever planner or other surface that you're using. Just doing it digitally is going to be very helpful for this. And to do that, I'm going to go to my 4 pages right here. And I'm going to add a page after, and I just want to use the current template, and that's gonna for me set up a blank page. Now a blank page can be very intimidating, kind of where to start, where to put things. So I like to kind of block off areas, and I think in dividing up the page and sectioning it off, it's going to give you more focus onto where to put things. So my favorite thing to do is to multitask. I'm going to pull another GoodNotes window here to the side. And now I'm going to go straight to my stickers folder. Okay. Now I already have an awesome vision board set that I got from Luxbook, who has amazing things. And if you want to get started, I highly recommend this. It starts to give you some direction. And I definitely know that I want to utilize this sticker. I need to make sure that my images is activated in order for me to be able to bring that over. So I got to make sure my lasso tool is on over here so that I can paste it. And that's going to give me a nice little title. You can obviously create your own, use your own font, but this set already came with that. She also has a lot of words in this set, and some, I'm not going to use all of them, but they might work for some of you. But things like travel, definitely something that I want and I have on my vision board. So I'm going to pull that word in, working toward. She also has these great little swatches that can be good for layering. And the beauty when they're transparent is you can do that. Now, I want to talk about something because in GoodNotes, one of the drawbacks is that there's no send to back feature or layers feature. So if you pull in a sticker and you want it actually under something else that you've already pulled, what to do is that you take your item and you copy it and delete it, and now when I repaste it, it will be above that layer. That's going to be very helpful when you're making this vision board, especially if you want to have things layered over each other and you don't necessarily pull them in the right order. That's a great way to do that. All right, so these are the kind of stickers that I liked in this set. Oh, let me undo that. Okay, let me find some other stickers that are going to kind of help me plan out. Okay, so JFlynn Design has this great set, which I actually utilized a lot of in my last video, but she has these really great swatches, and I love this color, and I want to pull that in. I think I like that better than this one back here. This here, I want to make this my title, and again, I need to copy and delete and repaste so that it's in the right order that I want. All right. Now, I like this swatch. That's going to be a good area for me to put things on. I like the swatch over here. I also have this from Random Scraps, and everything I'm using I'll also link at the bottom of the video. So this is kind of in the color scheme that I'm looking for, and I kind of want to keep this here in the middle. Also, something I want to show you, so let's say right now this came in this shape, and let's say you wanted it in a different shape, let's say a circle or anything like that. If I go to my image tool and I click on it, it gives me the option to crop, and I can rectangle crop, but I can freehand crop. So if I want it to be a circle, I make a circle here, done, and all of a sudden I have whatever shape that I want. I can turn it, I can widen the circle, so that's really good, so that you can use the texture, the pattern, and layer things on top. Now this particular sticker, if you can see, it's pretty transparent, but so even if I put it over words, hold on, a little laggy there, you can still see the words because it's transparent, but other times the sticker is not transparent and it covers up your words. So that's a big difference into what that transparency actually means. Okay, let me see if there's any other kind of color swatches that I like here. All right, so the reason that I'm pulling these things in is because now I'm going to start to kind of put some sections together. So some of the things that I want to focus on in 2020 are travel, of course. That's going to be big. I choose a word every year, and that becomes kind of my focus, and I manifest all the different things that I want around this one word. So I want to use my center for that word. So I'm going to keep that area right there. I also want to kind of use this pink on this side as well. Okay, so we're going to kind of keep this here at the bottom. If when you're lassoing you see that you're getting too many things, you can always go to the image tool. All right, so that starts to be there. Okay, now I'm going to, this is another Luxbook sticker set. This one's Love to Layer 2, and in it there's a bunch of great things, quotes. I love this. So here's a quote that I know I want to use. It says, "She has a fire inside her, a burning desire to complete the vision." Talk about perfect for a vision board. So I kind of want that right there at the bottom. Oh, I just realized that I do want a 2020 above the vision board. So I'm going to go back to this JFlynn one. And I'm going to pull it over here, because I do want to make a note that it's a 2020 vision board. And actually I'm going to move all this up, particularly because I want to widen this out a little bit. Yeah. Okay. Let's go back to that Love to Layer one. Okay. So here, for example, if you like, if focus is something you want to focus on, that would also be a great word to pull in. Oh, this girl is on fire. Definitely has to be in there. these pink dots right here are great little accents that I can just put. So if you're not sure how to layer, just adding these little elements and things on top is gonna give you that look. There's a great one here that says my goals. And whether or not you want to use it, it's another great one. Oh, I love this create card right here. So I'm actually going to use these two cards. I'm going to use this card right here. And I'm going to use this one here. Create was actually my word for 2019, and I certainly focused and did a lot with that. But it's definitely still something I want to do in this year, so I still want it to be a part of it. Okay. I want to write something and have the same kind of look, so she has a black circle here that I'm going to pull in. And again, you can do this with stickers that you have. You can find things online, which I'm also going to show you because there's some things I'm going to want on here that I don't have stickers for. But that doesn't mean I can't utilize them. Okay. All right, so when I talk about travel, there is, go to my travel page. There's a few places that I definitely want to go to, and these are images I pulled from the internet, but I had made a places to visit page, and I'm gonna pull them right from there. So Alaska is very high on the bucket list, and I definitely want that to be in my vision board. So here's the one I'm making. Okay. So we're gonna pull that in here. And I'm gonna return to that page right here. And Utah is another place. So traveling to these places is definitely something in my vision. These are things that I want to add in here. We also have a camper, and I definitely want a lot of camping in this coming year. So now I'm going to go into my own photos. And I have a picture of our camper that I definitely want to pull in here. Now it's got a lot of space over here that I don't necessarily need because we're not going to go to that place again this coming year. So I'm going to crop that, and I'm going to use a rectangle tool for this so that I can just focus on the camper. And I kind of want to pull that. Okay, so those are some of the places that I want to do for travel. Okay, now let me show you how I kind of grab an image from the internet. So one of the things it's going to be something a little funny, but I've had an Instant Pot for over a year now, and for some reason, well, I know why, my mother has freaked me out with a pressure cooker, so I have not really used it. But I want this year to be the year that I use this Instant Pot and my air fryer, but I use that. So it's the Instant Pot that I want to make sure I make happen. So when you want an image that you don't have a sticker for, or that you just don't want to buy a sticker for and you want to find, you can go to Google and do an image search, and then you can pull that right in, which is what I'm going to do with this. So I'm not looking for a shopping image. I'm just looking for the Instant Pot. And this will work. This kind of looks like mine. So I'm going to pull that from one screen right into the other. This is again why I like the multitasking feature. So obviously I don't want all that white space. So I'm going to freehand crop this one. So when I freehand crop, it doesn't have to be exact, but do realize that the less exact you are, like right there, that's not going to look good. So I'm going to have to recrop that. It's going to give you a lot of white space. And if you're using it on white, it's not a big deal. But if you're using it on another color, like this one, you're going to see the mistakes. So I'm going to recrop that, particularly here, where my line got a little wonky. I kind of have my own little sticker. And I also kind of want to put recipes images because I kind of want to show something that I want to make. Again, hold it down, bring it over. And number one, I'm going to reduce the size of that. And then I'm going to, once again, freehand crop this because I don't necessarily want those things in it. All right. Okay, now I can handwrite, but I'm also going to type in some things. And in this case, I want to write cook more. Now I'm aware you can't see that because the font is really small. So after I type it in, I'm going to use my lasso tool. And once, hold on. Wait 1 second. Once I lasso my text, now I can move my text, put it the size that I want, and also change the font or anything like that that I wanted. But that's kind of what I want to do there. And then I'm also going to handwrite. Again, really, really important. Okay, so digital planning and, you know, staying active when keeping track of my planners and writing is definitely something I want to focus on in 2020. So I'm going to use this bottom section to talk about my digital planning and some inspiring quotes and my YouTube channel that I want to focus on this year as well. So I'm looking for like a little iPad icon, and I know that I have one, and this is an A2K Designs. So it's awesome things. Actually, there's a bunch of things here that I want. So one of these is this cute little iPad sticker. So I'm going to pull that in. Again, make sure your lasso tool is on both screens. So that's going to be something that I want to keep in there. And she also has this dream it, wish it, do it. Inspiring quotes are really important and really, really great. So I'm going to layer this over here. Actually, she has this black circle that already has the word goals in it. So I'm going to replace this one over here with it. Okay, and it pulled in another image, no problem. I could delete that black circle, but right now it doesn't really matter. I can just layer this one on top of it. For me, this is somewhere where I can even write. Okay, hold on. Oh, hearts are always good. So let's put this little heart here by travel. And I also inspire you to, you know, go through the sticker sets that you have. You might find some images that really work for what you want to do. Here's another great quote. Actually, this back to school set has a lot of great quotes. This one says, success doesn't just find you, you have to go and get it. have that right there. Let me see again. She has some, I like this little thing right here. Just a nice little corner and brings a little color to the page. I'll use it up here in this little corner. Again, I have black and little spots in this page, so I'm gonna just put that there for visual interest. This is a good one, you got this. A vision board should also be inspiring, so by all means find different quotes that you want to include. Your vision board is all about the things that you want to work towards. Now, your vision board could be for a couple months, for a year, long term, short term. You just have to determine what you want to focus on here. Now, I want a little Apple pencil because for me, that is what's made my iPad so important to me, is this thing. And I can't tell you how much it's changed my life. So I want one of these little Apple pencils next to that iPad. And this is an Illusions of Organization sticker set. And this Black Essentials kit I use all the time, but so I'm going to actually zoom in on this page. Okay, so that's right now. I want to do this and bring it down a little bit. That kind of works there. And while I'm at it, let's see if there's anything in here that works for my vision board. These boxes might work, except I don't want those kinds of colors there. But I do like this heart. Now, going to get quotes from stickers, again, you have the internet, but another great place to go look for some nice pretty images is Pinterest. So I'm going to show you something. So if you go into Pinterest and you want, let's say you're looking for create quotes. I had already searched for this. So you'd like to create, and I really like some of these quotes. So find one that kind of speaks to you a little bit. And again, Pinterest is going to give you a different search than Safari or Google, particularly because Pinterest is going to be a better place, something like less thinking, more creating, for example. Let's take this one. So if you like one of the things that you see here on Pinterest, it has these 3 little dots at the top, and you can download the image. Once your image is downloaded, now you can add this in like you would. It's now in your camera roll. And now I can pull in that pretty image. And again, it's like if it was a digital sticker, you crop it to the size that you want. I could literally freehand this to be a heart. And that can be something that I add. Now for me, this doesn't work on my page because it's just not the aesthetic that I'm looking for. So I am going to pull in some quotes that I had already found that I liked. So one of those is, I totally want to be a glow-getter this year. A driven, busy gal who strives to achieve her goals in life while attaining a beautiful glow both inside and out. Love this one. And I'm going to actually kind of do a little cloud around this. And in doing so, I'm going to kind of make it a little smaller. I want to fit this into my actual little iPad screen. So here's just another little thing you can do. You don't have to, you can cut, if you design your little shape around whatever it is that you want to crop, you can actually make that happen there. Okay, so again, you have all these different options of where to find inspiration and images for your vision board. It just has to speak to you and what you want. You could also do this vision board very linear. I'm just showing you, I wanted a collage style, and it allows me to fit more things in, and that was definitely something that I wanted to do, but there's a lot of different ways that you can approach this. So I like this one too. Get glowing, the world needs your magic. I think I want this one just as a rectangle. So I'm gonna rectangle crop it. And once it's cropped, now I can make it whatever size that you need. All about drinking more water. And as cute as this is, it might not work for, again, the colors that I want for that part right there. But I do love this, love your selfie. And anybody that knows me knows that I'm always taking selfies with everybody. So we're gonna keep love your selfie over here. This set also has some really great tools and measurements, so those are the ones that I like from there. All right, so now I want to, okay, my Fitbit, and I'm gonna go to my documents here for a second. All right, so I recently made a page of my favorite purchases of 2019 and some essential things for me in this coming year that need to be on my vision board is my water and my Fitbit. So I'm not gonna look for them again because I already have them. Copy that. Go back here. Paste, it's already cropped. So my Fitbit is important to my self-care goals. And my water bottle. This is my actual water bottle that goes with me everywhere I go. So we're gonna put that on here too. Okay, and we're gonna go back to, okay, so getting enough hours of sleep, also a big important thing for me to focus on in this coming year. Not something that I'm good at. So this right here is a lash box. I don't need the box, but I do want those lashes for sleep. So I'm going to bring that over. And I need to crop it because, like I said, I don't want all that extra stuff. So freehand cropping this. Doesn't have to be perfect for me, I just need to make sure that I get all that excess out. And now once I have that, I'm gonna add in there. All right, I have some financial things that I want to focus on as well. And that is not really something that I have a sticker for. But I do want an image because what I want to do is have a good balance of my finances. So, again, I'm going to Google search financial freedom images. Or actually, I'm gonna put, let me see if there's anything. I'm gonna put clip art because I want it to look a certain way. And if you want like a sticker type of look to the images that you find, clip art is your way to go. And again, sometimes you just have to search to see what speaks to you, what works. And if you don't seem to find the word or the images that you want, you might have to change your search. Like for me right now, I'm not finding it. So let's just use financial. You know, having this balance is, I think, important. So okay, all right, now I need a couple more things. Like I said, I haven't put anything here with my YouTube, so I do want to find a YouTube icon image. Now the YouTube logo is red, and red is not gonna work here, but you can always find like this black and white one's perfect. Same idea, but goes with the color scheme that I want. And the beauty is that it has a transparent background, so I'm gonna be able to put it right over here. And I'm going to pull my little logo to put in there as well. I want to create a, you know, a self-care thing for here. So I'm going to create my own text box with it. And actually that didn't type correctly, so I have to edit the text. Now again, I can increase the size by here, but I find it easier if you lasso it and you resize it from here. Because that way, you can make it whatever size you want. Now, I don't really want this, I want like a cursive text, so I do need to edit this one. So in order to do that, you click on the text box tool, and I need to select all of it. Hold on a second. Here we go. I need to select all, and now I go to my little box over here, and this is where you can select the font. These are whatever fonts you have installed on your iPad or your device, and I'm looking for a cursive. All right, now, if you notice, if this happens when you're using your text, and it's a little harder if your keyboard is in the way, but you need to pull the blues, you need to pull the blue little squares or dots so that it all fits in. And after I did that, now I go back to my lasso tool to make it the size that I want. Because I definitely want self-care. And actually, I think I could do without the little dash. Yeah, I like that better. So now I have a little self-care section here. Now there's just a few more details that I want to add in, and then I highly suggest writing in some words and things that have a lot of meaning for you. Let me go selected this because there's a few things that I want to add in. Like, I think this little Instagram icon is perfect for here. Do what you love. Over here, I'm just going to be putting on some more words. Oh, I just recently created a little avatar. Let me see if she's in here. There she is. So I'm gonna add her in possibly. Again, I don't want all that white space, so I will freehand crop her. And oh, and crush it, it'll come right back. Over here, my word of the year is going to be cultivate. And with that said, I needed words is going to be just too wordy. So I needed to find an image that helped really capture what I wanted. And I found this one. And luckily it was even a PNG. So I didn't even have a background. But the colors work. It totally works. And I want the word I'm gonna say cultivate what matters, but I'm gonna write this part out. Focal point here, and that text is not exactly where I want it, but shift that a little bit. I'm gonna just do this last part here, and it's cultivate. So if you have a word of the year, I highly recommend you kind of incorporate that into your vision board. Again, I'm gonna change the font on this because I want something more linear. Again, now with my text box tool, number one, I want to change the color of it. This color is going to work a lot better. And then I want to resize it because I want this word to be across. Cultivate what matters. And then I'm actually going to use this part here to write a little bit about what that means. Again, when you want to write, zooming in is really helpful. In this case, I want to do that definition thing. Now I realize that after I'm writing this, I'm going to run out of space. But that's the beauty of digital planning. Now, if I just lasso this, everything's going to move. Okay, and I don't want that. So a cool thing is that you can disable the images feature. And now when I lasso this, oh, I have to be more careful because I grabbed the E by accident. But when I lasso this, I can simply move just my text. So you don't have to worry about making it perfect because you can always fix it. Okay, so I want this year to be a year that I cultivate. as I go down. You'll see it looked really big there, but now it's just a little part, but that makes it a little bit more complete. And now you refine, you start adding little words and things that you want to remind you of. So for example, this here, I want to create more videos. So here we have the final product, going from a blank page to one that looks layered and like this. And I hope it's inspired you and motivated you to create one of your own. And then you can take a picture, you can print it, you can have it on your phone, on your iPad, and just look at it constantly to get you to all the things that you want to accomplish. I hope you liked this video. Remember to give me a like, subscribe, and hope to see you next time. Thanks for watching.